Hello, it's Sonia. We're going to do standing oov today. So I'm going to pull it up this way. It's the same setup as when you're lying down on the floor. So the main part of your pelvis is going to be on the main part here, and if you were to reach down, you should be able to touch some of your fingers. It depends on your length too. And then the top piece does rest between the shoulder blades just a little bit. So get comfortable with moving the oov because it is possible that it is going to move around a little bit, and I just want you to feel it straight when you do everything. So my feet are hip distance. My feet are slightly out in front of me, but you can also play around with your feet coming in and being upright, and so I might need to move the oov up a little bit, or you might need to move your feet out a little bit more. At some point, there is going to be a softening in the front of the hips, and that's where I want you to be. So feet out just a little bit for the soft hips in front. If you're in the right place, you should be able to rock the oov down, so when you bend your knees and then come and straighten your legs up. So it should not slide up and down like a normal, maybe exercise ball would. And it should not be in your arches. It shouldn't be supporting the arch. You should have a little space in your rib area that you have to kind of sink back into. So just lean back and try to find your back body here. So I'm using my abs, but I'm also thinking of using the back side of my abs. Just rest back against the oov. Whether your head is against the wall or not is up to your natural posture. And so if your head is forward a little bit, it probably won't be touching the wall. So now what I want you to do is come bend your knees and rock the oov back. Push your hips back into the oov, and then you're going to come straighten your legs up. And then you're going to bend the knees. So you should feel a nice hip crease as you come down, and nice back support as you then come straighten your legs back up. And let's do two more. Inhale down, exhale up, and one more. And then exhale. So let's come bend your knees down just a little bit. Now I'm thinking of pushing my hips back, and I'm using my glutes. So I have weight on my heels. I'm not getting pushed forward. I'm just thinking down and thinking back. And then what I want you to do is just lean back. Try to find your back body. So find those back muscles in the back of your body. My legs are bent as my arms come up. I'm going to inhale and just hold it here. And now exhale and come side bend over. And then inhale, come up into the center, and then side bend over to the other side. Exhale, and then inhaling up. And then other side, exhale, inhale, and then other side. Good, one more each side, and if your legs are burning too much, you have the option of not keeping in this bend. And one more time here. Good, so you're gonna come up, inhale, and then I'm going to twist and use my abs. I'm keeping my hips level as I just rotate. The arms are optional to move. Inhale, center, and then come twist the other way. I do feel the oov moving a little bit between my shoulder blades, and that's okay as long as it kind of balances out. So if it scoots way over and becomes crooked and it throws your posture up on the next side, then fix it. So you might just have to hold it and readjust if you can't find that sweet spot of stability. And then exhale. You're going to come back to the center here, and then you're going to come straighten your legs up. Now what I want you to do is tuck your chin and push into the oov and pull those ribs back as you just curl forward a little bit, but not enough to move the oov. Then come roll back, pushing your back, pushing your shoulder blades in, and then inhale, come up and lift the chest a little bit to get an extension, and you look up. And then exhale, tuck the chin, pull the ribs back, and slowly roll down. This time I want you to roll a little bit more as you slowly push into the oov so it doesn't fall. It will slide up the wall as you come down. And then you're slowly going to come and roll it up. And you might have to grab hold of the oov and just pull it down a little bit to just feel it supporting that back part of the main part of the pelvis. So now what I want to do is some balance. So you're going to come bring your feet together. Now sometimes if you just have your feet together, I'm going to bring my arms out for just a reference point. And then I come lift my leg up, and I'm not quite centered. So you saw this arm come forward and I twisted. that if I were to have stepped that same foot that I'm standing on into the center more and lift my leg up, I didn't twist. And then inhale, you're going to come down. You might have to move that leg a little bit as you come, lift the other leg up. Good, and then coming back down, and then switching. So we're going to go back to the first leg, and you lean back and find your back body. Then you're going to come bend the knee and come down, not letting the oof slide down. You rock on it, and then come back and stand up. Exhale. Inhale, come rock down. And the arms are always optional. You can have them down. Holding your arms up will work your shoulders more. Having your arms in will make your hips work more because that's where the balance needs to be. And then exhale. So you're going to come down and hold a little bit of a squat. It's not a very big movement. So the same thing we did with both legs. I just want you to come lift up. We might add a little bit of extension. Our chest might come off of the back of the oof a little bit, but I'm still pushing back. And then exhale and just round down. Push the abs into the oof and just curl forward a little bit. You can even internally rotate the arms. Externally rotate and come lift up. Pushing through that heel and finding the glute. And then exhale and come back down. Good, let's bring both arms up and side bend over on the exhale. Inhale, come into the center and other side. So I am keeping my knees together and working my inner thighs, but you could put a ball instead, or you don't necessarily have to do that, but I would suggest keeping them together. Let's do one more each side. Inhaling and exhale. Good, so coming back up to the center, just, if you get knocked off, just fix the yoga a little bit. Keeping the hips level, let's twist. And I'm trying to feel the internal obliques pulling me back as I twist. And then inhale, center. And then use the abdominals and twist me the other way. Now you might notice that one side's a lot harder to twist to. So if you're uneven, you're just going to feel the differences between each side twisting, even though it's the same leg. And make sure that foot that you're standing on is parallel. Exhale, inhale, and then one more time here. All right, so then coming back to the center, and let's come straighten that leg up. So we're gonna come and switch legs now. Just moving my mat, prefer to stand on the floor. So you're gonna come stand on your left leg. You might need to reposition the oof. You're gonna come bend and rock the hips back as opposed to let the oof slide down. Using that glute. Inhale, you're going to come up, leaning back onto the oof. Exhale and come round forward a little bit. Turn the arms in, curl forward a little, but not enough to come off the oof. Inhaling up, pushing back through the abdominals, the back sides of your abs, if there's such an analogy. One more time here. Inhale, coming up. And then exhaling and coming down. So one more time, you're going to come up and side bend over on the exhale. Inhale, center, and other side. Inhale, center, and exhale. Good. Should feel like a nice supported side bend stretch. And then one more each side. Inhale, and then exhale. Come back up, come back to balance. Your arms are up or down depending on your comfort. And exhale and twist to one side using the back of the abs to pull you. Inhale, center, and then other side. So use the internal obliques to twist you the way that you're going. Inhale, center, and other side. Exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. And let's do one more each side. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. So let's just come back to balance. So each feet are going to be hip distance apart. And let's bring your feet in a little bit more this time. And just fix the oof so it feels straight and it feels between the shoulder blades. And I just want you to connect down again. Find the abdominals. Push through the heels and find your back body here. And I just want you to take a couple breaths, breathing in. You can even close your eyes and make it internal practice. And then one more breath here. And then on this exhale, tuck your chin and come and roll down. Come and roll down. We're going for distance this time. If you feel like you're getting pushed forward, just step your feet forward a little bit. And come and roll down so that oof keeps getting pushed up to the ceiling. Feels like a really good fascial stretch. And you're going to keep coming down and feeling the stretch. Inhale, you're gonna hold it here for a breath. And then exhale, push back into the oov as you come roll up. And you might need to reposition the oov as you come back up. And you can do as many of those to finish as you want. Thanks.